people. Today I'm going to be giving you the good, the bad, and the ugly on Anastasia's new Luminous Foundation and Loose Setting Powder. This just dropped in stores and online August 4th. So you know I had to be the first person to get my hands on it. I will be doing a first impressions and putting it to the test so you don't have to. Before we get started, I would like for you guys to tell me what your favorite foundation is you like right now. Comment below and let me know. And if you do enjoy these videos that I'm producing for you, make sure you subscribe, support my channel, and let's get into the video. So first off, we'll start off by the packaging. What I've noticed is with both packaging, it's pretty standard. When you pull the foundation out of the box, it's very sleek, very modern, very classy, elegant. I find that it looks very similar to just every standard foundation out there. The Maybelline Fit Me foundation has a very similar packaging. The only difference is this cap is a lot taller. The NARS Stay All Day Luminous foundation as well is very similar packaging. So this foundation retails for $38. You get about 1 fluid ounce worth of foundation, which is pretty standard compared to just about every foundation on the market. What I love about this foundation is it does have a pump, which is great. I think every foundation in this day and age needs to come with a pump. It makes it easier for us artists. And then as far as the powder, she's a big one. So she has about 25 grams worth of product, and this retails for $36. In comparison to Laura Mercier's loose setting powder, the packaging is a lot more petite compared to this guy, and this has 29 grams worth of product. So not only do you get smaller compact packaging, you get a little bit more, but this isn't comparing. I'm just kind of showing you an idea of the size. It's almost as big as my head. And then when you open it up here, you do see that it does have a sifter. However, when you peel the sticky tape back, you're going to have that buildup of powder. So this guy is going to be a little bit harder to travel with, not only due to the size, but if you do happen to throw it in your makeup bag, because it doesn't have anything to close off the sifter, it's going to be shaken up and the powder girl is going to go everywhere. So that's maybe one thing that I'm not too big for, but let me get into the specs of this foundation. So we know that this is obviously it's a luminous foundation, and it will be giving you that stay all day natural fresh look that they are advertising. We know that this is obviously a luminous skin finish foundation. It is supposed to give you medium coverage, long lasting. However, we don't know how long they consider long lasting. It is water resistant. It's dermatologist tested, non-comedogenic, ophthalmologist tested as well. It is cruelty free, vegan free. It has 50 shades, which is something that I really appreciate about brands these days. Now they're starting to come out with an array of foundation shades to meet all of our needs, because I know that I'm usually not just one specific shade. I tend to fall right in between 2 or even 3 shades. So it's nice that they're giving us versatility and a lot more diversity. It also is supposed to be for all skin types, including sensitive skin, which is amazing for me because I have really sensitive skin. And I really have to be careful with what I put on it because I can break out or have some sort of reaction, and we don't like that. If you see me glancing off to the side, I'm kind of reading off of their website. According to Anastasia.com, it doesn't have any flashback, and it creates a soft focus effect that doesn't oxidize. Well, let me give you a little inside scoop. When I was trying on the shades in Ulta, I noticed that it did oxidize a little bit, and the shade isn't true to its color versus what it shows in the packaging. So just keep that in mind. And also, I want you to keep this in the back of your mind. This is just my opinion. If you have any concerns or questions, you know, by all means, try it out yourself and see how you like it. This foundation, I found out that I was in the shade 370W, which the W stands for warm. I did notice that the undertones that they describe in the foundation, I don't necessarily agree with. Some of the colors that they stated were cool. I didn't really consider cool, but hey, to each his own. It also states on the website that it's formulated, it's gluten-free, paraben-free, alcohol-free, oil, mineral oil, and talc-free, which is really great because, like I said, for those of us who have sensitive skin, you know, stuff like that can tend to irritate us. It also is supposed to give you a radiant and lightweight look. So not only are we not going to look cakey, but we are going to have that beautiful J-Lo glow. It's just supposed to give you that natural everyday look. So we'll try it out and see. It also states on their website that this foundation is not needed to set with any powder. However, they did come out with a shade range of setting powders. I got the shade Banana. It is great for those who have medium to tan skin tones. Just to give you an idea of what foundation I typically wear on a daily basis. I am in the shade Tahoe and the NARS Luminous Skin Finish Foundation. In the summertime, I'm roughly around NC44 at MAC. And then Makeup Forever HD Foundation, I believe I'm in the shade Y445. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the good stuff and try the foundation on. So I decided to do my eyebrows off camera. Eyebrows are pretty simple. You guys know how to do that. We're not here to see brows. We're here to see the foundation and how it performs. So just so you guys know, I went ahead and pre-primed my face with the Makeup Forever Hydrating Primer all over my face. And I also put the e.l.f. Poreless Primer on my T-zone area, mainly my nose pore area. It says that it masks blotchiness, uneven skin tone, discoloration, which is all of the above right over here. So let's really put it to the test and see. I went ahead and wet my beauty blender. Well, not really beauty blender. This is from Morphe. They're a beauty sponge. And I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with one pump. It states that you should focus on the center of your face and work your way outward. So this is one pump. We'll start by working from this area. So already off the bat, out of all the shades that I tried on in the store, this one was the one. So I'm gonna go in with another pump because that one pump didn't do shit for me. I went ahead and put 2 extra pumps on my wrist. My hand, on the back of my hand, I should say. Already, I'm really liking the finish of the foundation. It hasn't even been on my face for that long. They say that oxidizing is not a thing here, but genuinely, I think with all foundations, you get oxidation all throughout. So finding a foundation that doesn't oxidize, I think, is nearly impossible. I even noticed in the store when I was trying on the different shade ranges that it oxidized on my hand. So we're already focusing on the second side of my face. This claims that it's going to cover my discoloration, which also they state that you don't have to set this foundation with the powder. You know, if you want to, you can, they say, but it's not meant to. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, well, if it's not meant to, why did you come out with setting powders? So, interesting enough, we're still going to go ahead and try it with setting powder, because that's what I got it for. Normally, what I would do is I'm going in with another pump. So far, that's about 4 pumps. Normally what I would do is I would color correct with an orange concealer. We're not going to do that today. We're going to just see how the foundation does. Already, I don't know if you can tell, but on my forehead here compared to what we just applied here, you can tell that the foundation is already 2 different colors. So oxidizing, non-oxidizing, I think not. But we'll see. We'll go ahead and keep it pushing. So far the coverage is something really nice. I think it's just what it says, medium coverage. We're gonna try and build it up because I am a full face type of girl. So I'm gonna maybe do 2 more pumps and just do another layer of foundation. I really like the glow that it's giving me. However, I feel like wearing this throughout the day, I'm gonna be a hot, oily mess. So setting powder is going to be a must for me. I'm gonna conceal my under eye area with Morphe's concealer C3.35. Just gonna apply that under my eye area. I don't want to get too crazy with concealer because we really want to see the true wear of the foundation. So I'm not going to go all out with concealer. So here I have the foundation itself with the concealer. I'm really liking the way it looks, but like I mentioned, I would never go and just finish my face off like this. I do need a setting powder. So that being said, I'm going to go in with the translucent powder by Anastasia on the corner of my Morphe sponge, and I'm actually just gonna use it to bake right underneath as I would my Laura Mercier. It is supposed to be lightweight, super fine milled powder that absorbs oil and minimizes shine. I do feel like it is a smooth finishing powder because I already see that my pore area is very smooth. I'm just gonna do that on the bridge of my nose and in the center of my forehead. Just because I cannot go without powder anywhere, I'm gonna do a light dust of this translucent powder everywhere. So I'm taking my normal stippling powder brush and I'm just gonna set the rest of my face. And typically in my foundation routine, what I do is after I set my face, I go in and contour. I'm noticing already that it does help with the pigmentation and the discoloration I have in my face, but as far as some of the scarring I have, because it's such medium coverage, it doesn't cover all of it, but that's okay. None of us are perfect. I'm gonna go in with my Kat Von D foundation. This is in the shade Deep, but I never use it as a foundation. I always use it as a bronzer. So I'm just gonna tap my brush in and apply that all around my face. And to contour, I use my Smashbox Trio contour palette, and I go in with the shade Deep. I am running on E with this guy because it's been my favorite contour powder of all time. I'm gonna apply that in the hollow of my cheek and run it upwards. Also gonna use the excess of my brush down the bridge of my nose. We're gonna do a little bit more powder. I'm gonna apply that right underneath my contour. Let's do some mascara. Mascara I'm using is by Pop Beauty in the shade Smoky Noir. I want my foundation to be the star of this show, so my makeup, my eye makeup today is going to be very simple, nothing too extravagant. I'm going to start with my lips now. I'm going to line my lips with one of my favorite lip liners by MAC. It's in the shade Spice. When it comes to lining my lips, I'm never perfect, and I'm usually always in a rush. I'm going to go in with my Kinda Sexy lipstick by MAC, and I'm going to go over that. And just because I like to have some dimension to my lips, I am going to go in. This is actually a limited edition lipstick. It came out in the MAC Mariah Carey edition in the shade of Bit of Bubbly. And I'm going to pop that in the center of my lips. That's the lip combo that I've been rocking lately. Now I'm just going to go through and dust off this setting powder. So I love my skin to have that nice glowy finish, and because I pretty much just mattified my face with the setting powder, I'm going to go in with a little bit of a glowy bronzer, and the bronzer that I swear by is Gold Deposit by MAC. I'm going to take a little bit of that and brush it on where I normally put my contour. I like to wear it as a blush almost. I'm not the biggest fan of blush, so I try my best not to wear too much of it. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of highlight because I love to glow. One of my favorites is by Bobbi Brown. It is the Bronze Glow highlight. And I'm gonna take a tiny bit of that and just dust it on my face here. Like I said, I don't wanna do too much because we want the foundation to be the star of the show. For my eyes, I don't just like to leave them bare. I do like to put something on them. I'm just gonna go back in with that Gold Deposit and just dust it all over my eyelid. And this is the finished look. So we're gonna do the wear test. I'm gonna run a few errands, check back in with you in a few hours, and update you on how I feel about the foundation. It is currently 2:05. So we're gonna go ahead and run those errands, and I'll check back with you in a few hours to see how I like it. Okay guys, so it is currently 10:22. That's roughly a little over 8 hours worth of wear, and I feel like the foundation did a really good job at staying in place, staying put, not really going anywhere. It wasn't really a full day's worth of wear. I did get a late start to my day. However, I am wrapping up, and I did want you guys to just take a quick look at the condition of my skin. I noticed that around my smile lines, there wasn't much creasing. I did notice, however, under my eye area where I have, where I placed a little bit of my concealer and I did my baking, that's where I see most of the creasing, but it's inevitable. I have wrinkles under my eye. It's gonna happen. So I'm not really too big over that. Overall, I really like the foundation. I don't really have anything negative to say about it. The only thing that I wish that they incorporated was just a little bit more coverage. As far as waterproof or water resistant, I should say, I haven't tested that out to see if it is water resistant. That may be a different day. But so far, so good. I do notice that I did produce a little bit of shine on my cheeks and on my forehead and chin area, but there's nothing that a quick oil blotting sheet won't do. That's a quick fix. Or even just adding a little bit more powder throughout the day. But so far, so good. I really feel like, and then it's, you know, not transferring, which is awesome. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. If you really did enjoy this video, please make sure you subscribe and show your support. Make sure you like this video and comment below and tell me what you think about the foundation. Thanks for watching. Have a great one. Bye.